Welcome back to Campus View. I'm your host, Angela Diaz, and we're joined by some new guests. Let's learn a little bit more about them.
Hi, I'm Eric Va. I am a junior journalism major, and I am excited to talk about campus dining.
Hi, my name is Avery Eisen. I am a sophomore communication major, and I am also excited to talk about my dining experience.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Frederick. I am a third-year marketing major, and I love food, so this is a great conversation.
Well, I'm excited that you guys are excited. So, starting it off, Ohio State recently rolled out another environmental initiative on campus, and they're doing it in the way that, when you go to a dining hall, you no longer get the brown carry-out boxes, you get the green ones. And I know there's a whole process with it, and there's rules with them. Can you guys tell me a little more about them?
So I'm a sophomore, so this applies to me a little bit. Last year we had the brown boxes, which were the disposable boxes, and as of this year, they've implemented the green boxes, which are basically reusable boxes. So you sign in and get your box, and then you get your food as usual, but then you have to return the boxes at the end. So in my experience, it is a little bit difficult. I lived in Morrill Tower last year, so it definitely got very crowded with the green boxes. People were throwing them away. People were leaving them completely messy, just throwing them on the ground. So yeah, I think maybe a better alternative to the green boxes would be maybe implementing a system where you bring your own box and maybe get a discount on your meal or some sort of point system with the rewards.
So comparing that to your guys' experience, how is that process different, and what did you like about your process?
Well, I remember my freshman year they did for a little bit the green boxes too, but the same issues arose where it was like people were not taking care of them, like they're throwing them away, just kind of leaving them everywhere. And then because of that, they went to the brown disposable boxes not too long after that. So, which made it a little bit easier. Just people just throw them away. I know for me, sometimes I would just forget to return them. Sometimes I didn't forget, but I think it really just depends on what's easier for you. But I just found just the disposable ones are just easier. Just throw them away, use them once, and get that out of the way.
Talking about that element of things being easier or just, benefiting you more, you guys are upperclassmen now. So are you guys off campus or on campus?
I am off campus.
Off campus?
I'm also off
campus. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the dining. You guys have to provide your own food.
Yeah.
We would go to the grocery store. What's that about?
That's definitely been a transition. So I lived in a sorority house sophomore year, so my food plan was always made. I never even had to go anywhere to get it. Then freshman year, obviously, the dining halls and stuff. So now that I'm on my own, I actually have to go get groceries today. It's an extra step we have to do, but I personally like doing it better just because I like having more control over what I'm eating and that kind of stuff, being able to plan out instead of kind of at the food hall. I kind of forget how it even happens. You just go and whatever's there is there. You can talk when I order.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like it. It's much more, you feel much more free and independent. I still from time to time will get food on campus, when I'm just on the road and just kind of, I'm busy and I don't have time to cook. So, because I have the dining plan where you get a bunch of dining dollars and Buckeye, so I use a lot of dining dollars still. It's definitely good for me to have that when I don't have time to cook or get my own food. But yeah, I definitely really like the independence of just cooking your own food, and my roommate cooks for me a lot too. So yeah, I like it.
Seeing as you're so eating on campus, what are you looking forward to? Maybe next year eating off campus possibly, or what kind of upsets you, frustrates you about dining on campus?
I would say there isn't that many healthy options for the campus dining halls. I know that's super important to me and also a lot of other students. I feel like the nutrition should maybe be improved a little bit. So I guess I'm really excited next year to be able to also like plan my own groceries, plan my own meals, and make that a little more nutritious. But I would suggest like having that more readily available because I know only a few dining halls offer like nutritious options.
Yeah, and I think it gets kind of redundant too. If I'm speaking on my experience, you kind of go in every single day and it's the same lineup, and it's well, what do I, what do I want to eat that I didn't eat already?
Yeah, I remember freshman year it was like the same, like 6 meals I just had over and over and over and over again. Yeah.
I still do that sometimes, just have the same thing every single day for lunch and dinner. And even now, like when like me and my roommate will just like meal prep, we'll literally go 4 days of like eating tacos or something. So we just make a bunch of meat and just that's just,
First that.
yeah, that's what we have for 4 days straight.
Have you guys seen a difference in what you've spent on dining in the past and what you're spending now?
I think right now, just because it's so, I mean, we're still, I don't know how many weeks we've been here, but at first I think I definitely bought too much. I overestimated how much I would need. So probably right now I'm spending more just because I'm figuring out what I use in a week. But I think now that it's getting more of a routine, I feel like I'm spending a normal amount, like not, it's outrageous. I kind of forget how the tiny dollars worked and everything. I think I just had swipes, so that to me like isn't real money. I know it is, but it's like just a swipe. I don't know, I think it's still figuring out, trying to see what works for me and how much money per week I'll spend.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I don't really feel like I overspend much. I mean, I go to the store when I feel like I need to get something. But no, I definitely don't think I'm overspending. My refrigerator's never like overflowing or anything like that. So, yeah, I mean, I think I spend like a normal amount for a college student.
What would you say is your go-to meal on campus?
I would say, honestly, the chicken quesadilla from the Union.
Is it good?
So close. Yeah.
And then you guys remembering back now, or even now, what's your go-to meal?
I always went to the marketplace on Yale, the pizzas.
The pizzas are really good too.
Yeah, I've heard the pizzas are good. I liked Courtside at the RPAC. I like their burgers. Their burgers are really good.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so stick around to hear about what students go through year after year with campus housing.